Right, I'm going to move straight on to the next question, question 6.3, which now works with a countries table. And in the countries table, they say here the organizers would like to know the total number of countries that are taking part in the tournament. Use a function at the bottom of the table in datasheet view. So we are in datasheet view to show the total number of countries taking part in the tournament. So what I'm going to do is, well, you know, I can actually see at the bottom here 149, I mean, but I'm going to add a total. So there are totals, and straight away this happens at the bottom, okay? And in here, a little drop down arrow appears, and if you click it, it has various functions. So all that we want here is a count. We want to count the number of countries. And there's 149, which is correct because it's also the number of my records. So that was adding the total at the bottom. Okay, right. The next question, question 6.4. The following needs to be imported into the database. Okay, create a new table by importing the data from question 6 access import. Only import the medals range from the spreadsheet. Name this table medals. Well, the first thing I want to go and do is just go and have a look at what that actually looks like. The question 6 import. There it is. It's an Excel spreadsheet. Oh, I want to open this. Just click on it. And I keep getting the properties here. I don't know why it doesn't just want to open. Here we go. Okay, so this is what they want us to import into Access, but they only want gold, silver, bronze. They don't want the earnings by the looks of it. Just let me check that question. Only import the medals range. Yeah, so they want A, B, C, and up to G, not the earnings. Okay, so that's fine. We can do that. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so back to our database, and we are going to just close new table. Okay, so we're going to create a new table. Okay. No, sorry, we're going to import. What am I saying? So we're going to import a table from Excel. There we go. External data. Import the source data into a new table in the current database. That's what we want. So let's go and find the table. I know that I put it on my desktop, and I know that it is in the Prelim data files, and it's that one over there, and I open it, okay, and click OK. Right, now let's see, they want that one. Yes, we want that one. Do we want this one? We can always go and delete it afterwards. Next. First row contains column headings. That's quite important because this is going to become, these are going to become my fields. Next. Yes, that's fine. Let me just go back here. Go here. I don't want to import that one. They said no. Do you see what I did here? I went to earnings. Do not import field. Next, they just want the medals. Let Access add a primary key. Does it say anything about a primary key? No. Next is import to table, and we have to call it medals. Medals. and finish. Don't have to import the steps. So there's my table medals, and that's what it looks like. Beautiful, okay? And it actually should have 20 records, which it does. And then the last question in this section is the relationship between the tables, countries and teams are done. Countries and teams. Let's go and have a look. Database, database tools. And there's relationships, countries and teams. Okay, so that is done. But the relationship between the tables, countries and players has not been completed. Create a one-to-many relationship with referential integrity between countries and players. So there's country ID and there's country ID. Remember, you have to have a common field. And in the one table, that common field must be the primary key, which it is here. In countries, country ID is the primary key. So all I need to do is put my mouse onto country ID primary key, hold down the mouse and drag and drop onto the foreign key field country ID in players. This appears, always just check it, country ID in the one, country ID in the other one. Just one other little point, they must have the same data types. So if this is text, this must be text. If this is a number, this must be a number, okay? They ask us to enforce referential integrity, which I'm going to do. It's a one-to-many relationship because one country can have many players taking part and create. And there is my one-to-many relationship. So I'm going to, I think, stop at this point with this recording, and